Welcome back to Smackdown. After my long hiatus, we have the one, the only world champion on Smackdown, the man who demolished LA Knight and didn't break a fucking sweat doing it.
You see what happens when you piss me off? You see what happens when the dogs start barking? People start getting hurt, and I become unstoppable. Jordynne Grace can call herself the Juggernaut, but I'm the real Juggernaut. You can put a brick wall in front of me, and I'll run through it. You put an immovable object in front of the unstoppable force and see how immovable it really is. Oh, and I hear the whispers in the locker room. I see everyone hiding when I walk by. Everyone is afraid of me, and for good reason. I ripped that old man in half. LA Knight will never be the same after the way I mauled him at the Royal Rumble. I'd put on an open challenge, but I know everyone's too chicken shit to even look me in my eyes. And I know no one's brave enough, and let's be honest, stupid or delusional to think they could beat me.
The thing is, there is no questioning it. I believe Braun Breaker when he says that everyone's afraid of him, everyone's hiding. I can see it in the locker room. I can see it backstage whenever Braun Breaker walks past them. He is an absolute monster and the dogs are barking. And Chad Gable, the fans are actually cheering for this man. After a very embarrassing loss against Ricochet at the Royal Rumble. I may have lost my championship to that piece of shit Ricochet, and Ivy lost hers in a hard-fought battle with Becky Lynch. But I'm not going to let that bother me. I still have a promise to uphold. I still want to make wrestling great again. That is why I'm setting up another tournament, the Lucha Classic. Luchadors from all over can compete in this tournament, and that will crown the king of luchadors. In order to enter the finals at Saturday Night Main Event, you need to win your Fatal 4-Way match. I plan on donning my old mask and joining in on that tournament because this will truly make wrestling great again. Now I am looking forward to that. I cannot wait to see this tournament. A Lucha Classic? Count me in. I can't wait. And here we go. I believe it's the first match. Speaking of the Lucha Classic, Chad Gable had left, went to the backstage and put on himself a referee uniform because it looks like he is going to special guest referee this first match. Falls Count Anywhere's match. He's not calling no disqualifications. He's not counting anyone out. He is here to count it right down the middle and see who wins in this Fatal 4-Way match and see who progresses to go on to the pay-per-view as the first entrant to become the king of luchadors. And let's see who the first entrant is, and it's Penta. This man has done the impossible many a time. He is multiple-time champion. He's been Continental Champion. He's been Intercontinental Champion. He has been AAA Champion several times. He's been double champion. He was able to dethrone Oba Femi. That is not a feat that you could take lightly. Penta is a shoo-in. He's also the winner of the last tournament Chad Gable has set up, the Greatest American Tournament. So he is also the greatest American as well, looking to become the king of luchadors tonight. Seriously, Penta is an absolute shoo-in to win this match. And a lot of people here are going to be coming from AAA,
seeing is that they are partnered with the WWE, and they are all luchadors. I've had them in my universe, but I have not put them in any shows because it'd be too much work. But down in there, Penta has gone there. He has won that AAA championship, I believe, 2 or 3 times. But La Parka, the dancing skeleton, does he have what it takes to get past Penta? I guess we'll have to find out. Let's see if he can be the king of luchadors. Entrant 2 and entrant 3 being Psycho Clown. Another luchador from AAA looking to make his debut here. Same with La Parka on Smackdown. He is Thank you for announcing that. That was exactly what I was going to say. One half of the tag team champion over in AAA. 2 AAA champions facing off in this match tonight. And El Grande, a man who has competed as well in the Greatest American Tournament. He was unable to get it done, but he has it in his name. He is the Great American, and he wants to become the king of luchadors. He has a very big mountain to climb in Penta. He has 3 other opponents to match up against, and hope that Chad Gable stays by his word, or at least he didn't really say, but at least he will call it down the middle. He can only hope. But I love being a multi-man match. It is absolutely hectic. You never know where it's going to go. 4-on-4. Chad Gable is the referee to start this out. I can't wait. For the Lucha Lightskin right out the gate. Penta looking to strike fear in everybody. And La Parka about to find out why Penta has been the absolute maniac that he has been. This guy has been on a tear since the very beginning. And I would be surprised if Penta does not win this match. But as you've seen, Chad Gable, he didn't mess around there. He actually went for the pinfall. He's actually calling it down the middle so far. He's straight on it. He's right on it. I really think that Chad Gable might have turned a new leaf the last couple times we heard him on Smackdown. I'm starting to believe him. God damn. Back pain. And Penta going for the pin. Chad Gable right on it too, and that looked like a fast count if you ask me. The top left said perfect pin count, but that looked a little faster than usual, and I'm okay with it. But here we go. A whole lot of miscommunications here. As you can see there, they cannot get that over. And another pin out of Penta. Penta is really trying to finish this off as fast as he possibly can. And he's emoting out there. La Parka's fucking dancing. I mean, he should be focusing on the match. Penta's been pinning everybody like every 20 seconds, so he has to be aware so then he doesn't get, so then Penta doesn't win on him while he's dancing on the outside. But already, look at that, Hurricanrana going for the pin on the outside. 1, 2, and a kick out before the referee could get there. Chad Gable cannot get there in time to see the shoulders down. 1, 2, and Penta breaks up the pin from La Parka. This is going to be an absolute hectic showcase. That didn't work out for El Grande there. But it's going to be an absolute hectic showcase from these luchadors. And I love to see it because look at the strength out of La Parka. Every single one of them. Insanely talented. Already gone for a sunset flip. Thought he was going to go for the the Mexican Destroyer. Missing out on that one. Unable to hit the target on La Parka. His hitbox is just a little too small, seeing that he's a bony man and all. And look at that Hurricanrana. The speed out of these guys. If someone with some brains and El Grande Americano is using a weapon to try and gain an advantage. 1, 2, and a kick out from the tag team champion. La Parka thought he could sneak off one on El Grande, but it didn't work out. El Grande has eyes on the back of his head. And a drop kick to the head from Psycho Clown. And Penta handing out CTE as usual. Jesus Christ. El Grande is missing the target all day. He cannot find the target anywhere in sight. He cannot land a drop kick. He cannot land his back elbows. Sunset flipping a Penta driver. Penta unable to get a pin count off because La Parka breaks it up. That could have been it. It honestly could have. And right here, that is a bad spot. Penta was looking to go for that Mexican Destroyer in that corner. But as you can see, that was broken up by Psycho Clown, and now everyone's on the outside. Pinfall, right now 1, and a kick out from Penta. Psycho Clown thought he had enough. Thought he was able to take out Penta there, but Penta is built different. You are not putting down Penta that fast, that easy. This Chad Gable, he's actually been doing a great job as a referee so far, and that's something I have not been able to say about him. I've usually been having horrible things to say about Chad Gable, but he genuinely has turned a new leash. And it looks like Penta's running around trying to find someone to do a Mexican Destroyer on 1, 2, and a kick out. Psycho Clown trying to go for the cover, and La Parka continues to see it, not allowing any pinfalls to happen on his watch. And a roll-up pin from El Grande, trying to steal one away, and it does not work out. I just have to give it to Chad Gable, because I've always been on the notion of fuck Chad Gable, but this time around, I gotta say, Chad Gable has been a man of his word. He has been backing it up. He's not giving me a reason to hate him anymore. Trying to go for that cover, but Penta inside of Chad Gable's blind spot. I have to say, thank you, Chad Gable. Instead of fuck you, Chad Gable, thank you, Gable. Thank you for putting on another tournament to watch. Because right now, we are getting some elite action out of these luchadors. Coming up from AAA to give us the entertainment on Smackdown. And, oh, taking the knee right into the steel steps. La Parka probably looking to set up a finish. It's like, oh my god, a Mexican Destroyer out of nowhere! And that's not it. He's not even trying to go for the pin. Picking the wrong time, because Penta just laid him out with the kendo. Penta looking for the Destroyer. Another sunset flip. This could be it. He could go for the pin. Hitting that, call that a swanton. And again, just El Grande not realizing, Jesus, that was not a good time to start showboating when Penta is on fire. Looks like we're going to get a power bomb out of Psycho Clown. Nope. I hate this move, man. Why they got to do that one? You could have power bombed him to the outside and that would have been fucking magic. But La Parka laying out Psycho Clown, and Psycho Clown somehow on his feet. Not looking good. Not looking good for Parker. Because that was a Mexican destroyer. And where are you going? Chad, 1, 2, 3, 4. And it does not go. Chad left the ring. And that did not work out. Chad is down. Penta could have moved on. That was clearly Penta's win there. If Chad Gable was inside, the match would be over. Everyone knows it. But that just means the match continues. Chad, seeing as how he is an official here, that means he needs to stay down as long as possible. And look at that Spanish fly from La Parka, looking to put an end to Psycho Clown. Oh shit! 1, and there is El Grande breaking it up. Man, what an exhibition out of all these people! And look at that, using the fucking ropes. El Grande, 1, 2, and a kick out. It is the referee's discretion. I guess the rope breaks do not count in this match. At least not on Chad Gable's watch. Going for a crucifix. Roll up pin. Taking a lot of time here. Time that they do not have. As Penta breaks up the pin. Uh-oh. He's feeling that one. Poison Rana. Penta putting down La Parka, and no pinfall happening here. Everyone's in the ring. Everyone is aware. And Penta, oh Jesus Christ, powerbomb onto the knee. And Parka has a chance to put somebody away. Everyone's laid out. He's trying to lay out El Grande, but he just whiffed him with that kendo stick, unable to get it all done. And look at the headbutt! The headbutt out of El Grande, that could have been it. El Grande could have went for the pin. That would have been it. The loaded mask would have put everything away. But oh, it is down to Penta and El Grande on the inside. El Grande to the corner. Rubbing in the face of Penta. Oh, Jesus Christ! Psycho Clown absolutely loves his kendo sticks and staring a hole into the top of the head of Penta while La Parka dances on the outside again. I don't know if this is ever going to end. None of them are able to get an edge here. Look at that, some white noise from Psycho Clown. He's looking to finish off La Parka. And this could be it. This could be the finish. As Psycho Clown moves on to the next round. Penta could have had it. But I had to say, I'm not saying Chad Gable screwed him out of it, but Chad Gable was out of position, and that was Penta's match to win. Penta should have won that. He was in the clear, but Chad Gable took too long to count that pin. That was over. That was it. But La Parka gets pinned, and Psycho Clown goes to Saturday night's main event to participate and become the king of luchadors. And the new champion, the Intercontinental Champion, might I add, no longer United States, from the look of it, winning against Ivy Nile.
I don't need anyone kissing my ass over my achievements. I know what I've done. I'm the greatest women's wrestler of all time, and I'm not the one saying it. Sports Illustrated is saying it. The Bleacher Report is saying it. The New York Times is saying it. I am the biggest drawing woman in WWE history, and it's not even close. And that's why I'm here. I saw how badly Smackdown needed a real needle mover. I'm sorry, Ivy, but you weren't getting it done. Matter of fact, None of you has made this championship important until I got my hands on it. And I dare any one of you past champions to step up and prove me wrong. I'll even put this belt on the line for all of you this month. Don't keep me waiting.
Becky is not telling lies here. She is honestly a needle mover, and she has made the difference here. I think we're finally going to see some change here on SmackDown thanks to Becky Lynch in that women's division. There is actually somebody with some prestige holding that belt. Unfortunate for everyone else, they are just not on the same level as Becky Lynch. And the general manager, the man of the Hurt Business, who had sicked Bobby Lashley on the Trick Williams, and Bobby Lashley, the Almighty One, demolished Trick Williams at the Royal Rumble.
Due to frequent demand from Chelsea Green, tonight's main event, Chelsea Green will get her rematch for Kalani's championship. But since Chelsea doesn't know when to stop complaining, I've made the executive decision to add a couple women to this match. Because unfortunately for Kalani, seeing as you don't draw money, I needed to make a business decision. Because a bad draw is bad for business. I have to be honest with myself though. I can't be GM if I'm not impartial. And I've been very partial. I've had my problems with Bitch Williams, and the almighty Bobby Lashley taught him that there's levels to this shit. And Chelsea Green, Chelsea Green has taken 20 years off my career with all that bitching and complaining I've had to listen to, and I've had enough. I found that being GM ain't making me as much money as I'd like it to, and that's why I'd like to move on to more lucrative ventures. Cause as of next month, I'm stepping down as general manager of Smackdown. But before I do that, next month, leading into the Elimination Chamber, Raw, SmackDown will have their own separate tournaments to crown their 4 men and women entrants into the chamber match. With that being said, the Hurt Business doors are open to the public and ready to take bounties for the right price.
I can't tell him how to run his business, but seeing as how he's gonna step down anyways, I guess he's trying to do what's good for business by screwing Kalani Jordan in a tournament, in a gauntlet match, even though she won the match. She deserved it. To the chagrin of everybody else, she is the one who climbed that ladder above everyone else to become women's champion, but he is doubting her ability to draw tickets, to put asses in seats, and unfortunately for her, she just might lose her belt tonight. Because this gauntlet match, 6 women, or 5, I don't know, 5 women are going to be entering in this gauntlet to become women's champion, and the woman who could not get it done, the boneheaded fucking idiot Lyra Valkyria, could have climbed the ladder, become the champion, but now she gets another chance thanks to MVP trying to get this belt off of Kalani Jordan. But this is her shot. She's number 1 in that number 1 entry. It's not likely she's going to win that early on, but she is given another opportunity, even though she pretty much doesn't deserve it for being a fucking idiot. And just not climbing the goddamn ladder. It was in her grasp, but given another shot. But that's your first entrant in this gauntlet. And the second one, somehow drawing the lottery, Blake Monroe has entered into the gauntlet match at number 2. And Glamour is Forever. And this song is a fucking banger, and I'm not gonna pretend that it isn't. This shit fucking bangs.
And Blake Monroe looking to set her mark in this match to become women's champion. She has a long way to go with 4 women after her to beat. She is starting out the match. She's going to have to outlive everyone else to become champion, but this is her opportunity, and it can't get any sweeter for her. All because MVP is not a fan who became woman champion. He doesn't think Kalani could draw. He thinks that he wants to get that belt on somebody else. And let's see who ends up walking away as women's champion here. Because apparently the Royal Rumble wasn't a definitive way to find out who your women's champion would be. Because apparently Chelsea Green couldn't get the job done. She couldn't win her match in her favorite match, a ladder match. And Lyra was too fucking stupid to climb the ladder when everyone was down in pain and had no movement in their body. She continued to attack them instead of climbing the ladder, giving Kalani enough time to go up the ladder, climb it, and become champion at the Royal Rumble. And now, even though she's getting an opportunity, she's kind of being punished here for being the first person inside of the match. And if she can outlast everybody, she has a long way to go to do that. Look at the crossbody. She is wrestling out of her mind right now. And Blake Monroe is finding out why Lyra was in contention for winning that championship in the first place. The slow strikes, the methodical strikes of Blake Monroe. The glamorous knee to the face of Lyra Valkyria. She waits for Lyra to stand up and she could do some more damage. But Lyra, the bonehead that she is, she still has fight in her. No matter what, she's still going to fight. Not looking good there. Lyra, getting knocked down with a glamorous headbutt. And Blake Monroe, Jesus Christ. The knee to the face of Lyra, that could have broke her nose. That could have made her lose teeth. She's worried about, her great looks, but she is not worried about other people's looks. I'll tell you that. She is happy to put damage on other women and make them a lot less glamorous than herself. And we're finding our way to the outside as Lyra misses that enziguri. Just barely. Fighting on the outside, no countouts. This has to have a definitive 1, 2, 3 or a tap out in the middle of that ring. Brainbuster! That is the move that Chelsea Green was complaining about. Could have ended her career. And Lyra Valkyria is not quitting on using that move. She's going to continue using that move at everyone else's detriment. And Chelsea Green called her a botcher. And she's dangerous, and yes, I might agree, that was very dangerous of her. On the outside, a brainbuster to the glamorous one. That is absolutely psychotic. But Blake somehow has the resilience to get up after being dropped on her fucking head. But Lyra kicks out at 1. And Blake Monroe looking to finish off Lyra here and go to the next round. Hitting that Michinoku driver. Going for the pin. 1. And a kick out at 1. A 1 count. I guess we got Lyra fucking Hogan here. Kicking out at 1. Just no-selling that shit. That should have been the fucking end right there. Blake Monroe put her blood, sweat, and tears into that. And Lyra just fucking walked it off. Like nothing happened. Drop kick missing to the face. Unable to get that one off as Lyra Hogan stands to her feet. becoming my favorite use of that word for her. But 1 and a kick out at 1. That roll up did not work. There's a whole lot more fight in these women, and they're at the referee's discretion. She was not having that. Counted a rope break because Blake Monroe wanted to cheat, and that did not work out for her. Into the corner, Lyra looking to pick up a head of steam. In a drop kick to the chest, the sternum of Blake Monroe, dropping her down. Lyra Hogan posing for all the fans out there, giving Blake Monroe enough time to get up and recover just a little bit. Another headbutt to the face, using the hard part of that skull to the soft tissues of Lyra's face. I'm surprised that Lyra has not started bleeding yet. We have 3 other women to go through, and these 2 women are fighting like this is their main event. It is. This is their main event. Like, this is the main event of WrestleMania. These 2 are going at it because it all... Oh, geez, what a slap from... disrespectful slap from Blake. This is like life or death for these women. And Jesus Christ. Deadlift powerbomb onto Blake on the outside. Lyra looking to possibly get Blake on the inside and count that pin, get that pinfall victory. Jesus, I just heard a fucking crunch. Because Lyra just might put away Blake Monroe here, because it's not looking good for her so far. But Blake, just as resilient. This could be, if it was down to them 2, they have been putting on an insane fight so far. Both of them want it. Both of them have the pedigree, it seems, to become women's champion. Because if Chelsea Green could do it, well, Blake Monroe can do it. Because Blake, let's be honest here, she's showing she has a lot more grip than Chelsea. If she's going to put up another Michinoku driver, or nope, DDT! Double underhook. 1, 2, 3, and Lyra goes down. Blake Monroe moves to the next round. I am solidly impressed by Blake Monroe. The disrespectful bitch that she is still, she put on a hell of a fight there. She's wounded, she's hurt after facing Lyra, and she's going up against the fresh legs of Jade Cargill. The Storm is coming, and the Storm is about to find out how glamorous Blake Monroe is. Because this is about to turn into an absolute brawl between these 2. The way that Jade Cargill fights, there is no grace in there. It is all ass whooping. It is all fist fights with Jade Cargill. This is about to get bloody real quick, as she flexes on Blake Monroe and walks to the other side. I guess she wanted the space just in case Blake Monroe recovered and beat the shit out of her while she was flexing on her. A knife-edge chop out of Blake Monroe. I don't think Blake is going to quit here. Drop kick to the chest. And going for the pin. Surely this is not enough. 1 and a kick out from Jade. Jade has not become Women's World Champion. That's why she's here. Of course, MVP put her in this match because he said he'd keep in touch with them. He said he would keep in touch with Jade and Bianca after relieving them of their duties of the Hurt Business, or the Fifth Syndicate, which is no more. He wants to have some representation of his business, his collective inside here. giving Jade Cargill the nod to get into this match. And the crowd is firmly against Jade Cargill, as they are booing everything that she is doing. Because there's 2 other women left. And Jesus Christ, look at the crossbody out of Jade. Didn't think she had it in her, and neither did the fans, seeing as how they're booing the hell out of her. What the fuck? Jesus, she's just treating her like a barbell. Deadlift into a military press, treating Blake Monroe like she was weightless. Oh, into a spinning powerbomb. Again, I heard a crunch. That did not sound good. Blake Monroe, she's really starting to mark up. She's really showing some injuries here against Jade Cargill. Jade, I think she just might put away Blake Monroe. Blake put up a good fight against Lyra, but the fresh legs that she's exhibiting just might be what puts her over as she continues to the next round. No one being an Iron Man in this match. Everyone out after one match. And Chelsea Green shaking her head, seeing as how she's not the last one coming out. She feels like she deserves this championship rematch, seeing how she was complaining to MVP to get the rematch, and she's being punished for it, for all the complaining that she's been doing. Because now she's facing up not against the champion, but against Jade Cargill. Jade still has fresh legs. It did not take much out of her, because Blake Monroe was already hurt from the last match. She didn't have enough gas in the tank to go against Jade Cargill. So these 2 women are on even playing fields. Fresh legs. We have a former women's champion and a woman who has not been able to become champion. And Jade Cargill. Surely this is a thing that will make her want to rise above the rest. That'll work a bit harder. It looked like she wanted to go for that, I don't even remember what the move's called. Her finisher. Yeah, her finisher, and Chelsea Green was able to slip out of that one. Nope, unable to slip out of it. She's screaming. And I think this was it for Chelsea Green. Here's the 1, 2, and a kick out from Chelsea. Jade Cargill cannot believe it. She thought that Chelsea Green had no fight in her, but she forgets that this was a world champion at one point. She was able to pull off a kick out at 2 and outlast that attack. She might be able to, get herself back into this match as these 2 start getting into a brawl like I said Jade Cargill would. Because that is what Jade Cargill does. She's a fist fighter. That's the way she wants to go down, chopping the shit out of each other. And she wants some from Chelsea, letting Chelsea know that whatever she dishes out, she can take, because it's not affecting her like that. And both of them beating the shit out of each other. Jade, and there they go. Blow after blow to the side of the head. And neither of them able to gain an edge there. But Jade, unable to capitalize after that. Holy shit, Chelsea Green, I've never seen that happen before. Oh! Taking down the former champion Chelsea Green. I think she just might not get past. She's not getting past Jade Cargill because she's going for another one. Oh, and I think she just made her bleed. I think this is it. 1, 2, 3, and Jade Cargill is proving why MVP put her in this match. He wants Jade Cargill to show out, to show everybody how dominant that she is, to become champion. And there is the champion, Kelani Jordan. And Jade Cargill, she thinks that this is an absolute joke. She could see that she could get past
Kelani Jordan, seeing as how she whooped the dog shit out of the last champion and beat the shit out of Blake Monroe, not even breaking a sweat. And I think she's going for another finisher right away. Kelani thought that she could go be fancy, and she gets dropped on her face by Jade Cargill. This could be it. 1, 2, and Kelani, she was able to kick out. That could have been it. Controller just died, and down she goes. Kelani Jordan, she's right off the bat taking a finisher. Right off the bat, she is going to be taking heavy damage from Jade Cargill. It is down to these two to see who becomes champion. Jade Cargill with another crossbody. One, she went to the outside, this time to the inside, dropping the knee on Kelani. And she is proving MVP right so far. Jade Cargill is dominating Kelani. She's been dominating the competition, and nobody has been able to do anything about it. Kelani can try. Kelani can go to the sky. But she better hope that it's enough to take down Jade Cargill, because Jade, she has not broken a sweat since. Is Kelani able to get a snap suplex, trying to prove why she was able to become champion. Enziguri to the challenger. She is actually coming away here. And Jesus Christ, drawing blood on Jade Cargill. Maybe. I did not draw blood. Frog splash onto Jade. Jade is finally taking a beating. She has finally met her match right now. 2, 3, and Kelani retains her championship. Able to beat her. Wait a second. Rhea Ripley just interjected herself into this match. Seeing as how she was an absolute monster in the Royal Rumble, she felt like she deserves a match to become women's champion. Seeing as how she was the runner-up, now it is Kelani Jordan and Rhea Ripley to face off against each other to see who becomes the champion or retains the championship belt. Because Jade Cargill, apparently she did take more damage than I thought she did. She broke a sweat against Kelani. Kelani was nearly putting away. And this could be it right here, I believe. Rhea Ripley right away, 1. And a kick out at 1. Rhea Hogan not allowing Kelani Jordan to put her away like that in the beginning of her segment. She feels like she has a whole lot more fight left in her, because she had just got in here, and Kelani Jordan looking to retain her championship that she fought so hard to get. It was very unlikely for her to get it, but she still won it. But just a reminder that Kelani Jordan has already took a Jaded. I think that's what the name is. She already took that move right away, right off the gate, so she's already got that damage on her. But Kelani Jordan is showing a whole lot more fight in her than I expected. Rhea Ripley's probably expecting her to just lay down and lose this match. A drop kick to the face. And Kelani trying to get the hell out of there. Saving herself. And getting the momentum back on her side against Rhea. Kelani Jordan on the outside, getting Rhea back into the ring. Trying to get her back to her feet. Wanting to prove everyone why she is who she is. Trying to prove MVP wrong. 1, 2, and a kick out from Rhea. Rhea Ripley has no momentum here. The champion dropping down onto Rhea's knees. Headbutt. Uh-oh. Jesus Christ.
that could be it for Kalani, because it looks like Rhea's about to put in that Riptide. And this could be over for Kalani. She is down with the Riptide. The Dom going in for it. 1, 2, 3, and the Eradicator just walks away with the championship belt, taking it away from Kalani. Kalani was just fucking screwed out of her championship belt. And Rhea Ripley walking into this match, interjecting herself and becoming the women's world champion on Smackdown. Finally, after all of this time, all of the fight that she's had, all the chances that she could not do it, but this time she did. Thank you for watching.